Yes, good morning. This is Tuesday, and I have a group in here. We're talking about Veterans Day this morning. I have Bill Hatton, Phyllis Rice, and Jim Allenbrand. Gotcha. Make sure you talk right into the microphones. You guys need to hold those up to your mouths. Friday is Veterans Day, and the Air Museum is hosting a lovely, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes, a lovely celebration. Who wants to talk about it? But someone needs to put their mouth right up to the microphone. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll talk about it.
Even closer.
There you go. Okay. So we've been doing the Post in Tillamook Bay City area has been doing a Veterans Day program. This is the 20th annual Veterans Day program.
Awesome.
Most of them have been hosted by the Air Museum. Once again, on Veterans Day, we'll be doing the Veterans Day program. It's pretty well attended, and it's open to the public. Mm-hmm. And this year, the theme is to honor Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan veterans to present time. Each year we pick a theme, and this year's theme is the Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Great. And the program starts at 11, is that right?
Yes. There will be a fundraiser breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, at the cafe, the Air Base Cafe, right?
Yes.
So everybody that wants to have breakfast, the breakfast will be served from 7:30 to 10:30. Mm-hmm. And then the program starts at 11.
And I don't know, do you guys know that the Tillamook County Transportation District is offering free shuttles from downtown Tillamook?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are.
So we actually, I just forgot her name. Roberta Grunder was in here yesterday talking about supporting active duty military, but we talked a little bit about the Veterans Day program, and I thought that was really cool that the Tillamook County Transportation is offering 2 shuttles. I actually have it here on my list. 9:30 and 10:15 from the Transit Visitor Center, which is what do you call that? I want to say bus barn, but that's not right. The bus stop with the cow bench. Look for the cow bench over by the courthouse. So that's really nice. If people don't have a ride, or maybe, they share a car and somebody's got their car, they can get a free ride down to the Air Museum on that day, on Friday. Yeah. So can we talk about what the program is going to entail? Because my list here is quite extensive. How long does it normally last?
About 90 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll have Bill here is going to be the MC, mm-hmm. and which he's done for several years in a row. He looks good in his Marine uniform. And so we have we'll have the opening ceremonies, and then there will be guests for entertainment. The Buffalo Kitty Band will be there. They will be playing before the program starts, and then they'll do a couple of songs during the program. And then, depending on how the time works, at the end of the program, they'll do after the program entertainment as well. However, we got the Coast Guard to come down and do a helicopter flyover with the Coast Guard.
Cool.
So they're going to be doing the flyover at 12:30. So it depends on how long the program goes. And that, of course, we've got 2 guest speakers, both representative of that era. Donovan Goff, who's a member of our post, who's an Afghanistan veteran, and Judy Riley, who's also a veteran of that era, are going to speak, and so it depends on how long they speak as to how long
their speech is. Yeah. Sure. And I see you have the Tillamook High School chorus and the is that the Tillamook Community Choir that is coming?
Combined.
Yeah, that's really nice. Is that the one that Jerry Lee Henderson manages?
Yes.
That's really nice too for those kids to kind of get that opportunity, because normally they wouldn't. They don't have school on Friday.
Right.
But I mean, they got to figure out a way to get down there. So it's kind of cool that you've got kids involved like that.
Yeah, and they what they do is typically they at their point in the program is they sing a medley of all of the branches songs.
Oh, nice.
So and if we do it like we did before, then when all the people that are there, when their anthem
They stand.
is sung, they stand. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So it's kind of a little bit everybody standing up and sitting down. That's kind of cool. And you have the bird songs are singing also?
I'm not sure. We just got news. They ended up having a scheduling conflict.
Oh, gotcha.
So they may not be. They may not be singing, but we do have the River City pipe and drum, which are going to.
The bagpipes.
Yes.
Yes, that always gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, and so they're going
Always.
They're going to participate with the Coast Guard, who are going to post the colors. So they'll lead the Coast Guard color guard in.
Cool.
Playing.
Very cool. And Phyllis, the Air Museum, is hosting it. How long have you guys hosted it? All 20 years or just recently? Do you know?
Well, I've only been doing this is my.
You got to talk into the.
This is my second year.
Oh.
Here, so,
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my second year here. But
There was one year when we had when we couldn't do it at the Air Museum, and we did it at the high school, at the Tillamook High School. But outside of that, I think it's
always been. I mean, it
Museum.
seems like a very obvious choice with all of the history and, the museum itself is
exactly.
dedicated to all of that kind of stuff.
And
So,
we're honored to do that anyway for our
yeah,
veterans.
I can't hear you
So
in my headphones.
We're honored to do
There you
that
go.
for our veterans.
And who's putting on? I mean, I know the Air Base Cafe is doing the fundraiser breakfast, but what is it? Is it a fundraiser for the VFW?
Yes. The proceeds from the breakfast are given to the veterans' homes in Oregon. There are two veterans' homes in Oregon. One in the Dalles that's been there for many years, and then one that just recently opened about 2 years ago in Lebanon. And so the fundraiser, the funds from the fundraiser, are split between the two veterans' homes.
Oh, that's really nice. If someone is listening and they have been in a war or have been served and they're a veteran and they want to get involved with the VFW, how would they do that?
They can contact me, or probably anyone else in the post. But and I'll give you my phone number.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 503-300-0019.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
300-0019. Yeah.
So
And you're Jim, just
I'm
in case
Jim.
somebody missed the introduction in the beginning.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm the post commander.
Okay.
Yeah, if you call me, and I'll make sure that we can get you to become a member.
Sure. And are you looking for volunteers for Friday? Do you have it all figured out, or do you need people to help out with stuff?
I have a email newsletter that I send out quarterly, and so that's where I put the word out, and I sent out a request in the email to help. Where we need help is setting up. We have to set up 400 chairs and tables for displays and stuff like that, because it is well attended.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So
That's great.
So on Thursday afternoon at about 4:00 is when we'll be setting up the chairs and the tables. So any able-bodied person who would like to come down and help set up chairs would be welcome.
That's a lot, and it's tedious work because it's the same thing over and over. Open a chair, put it down. Open a chair. Yeah.
And then we have to spend 15 minutes deciding where we want to put the aisles and how far we want to put the chairs apart.
Too many cooks in the kitchen? We're going to take a quick break and talk about Clark's Plumbing. Do you know one of those do-it-yourself kind of guys? They're always telling you to do it yourself. Well, sometimes that isn't the best solution. You're in luck, whether it's a leaky faucet, a complete bathroom remodel, or maybe replacing that septic system. Do yourself a favor. Call Clark's Plumbing. They're professionals. They'll get the job done. Anything, new installations, upgrades, that stopped up drain, you name it, they can do it. So the next time you hear do it yourself, do yourself a favor and call 842-5105. That's 842-5105 for the professionals at Clark's Plumbing. So I'm here talking with Phyllis and Jim and Bill about Veterans Day. Bill, what is your connection to all of this? I mean, I know, but
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm the Tillamook County Veteran Service Officer, and for this event, because I still fit in my uniform, at least so far, I end up emceeing the event, and I've done that for a few years. But one thing I wanted to talk about there are
You can
several
move
other
that
events.
over more if you want. I feel
Okay.
like you're leaning on Jim a little bit. There you go.
There are several other veteran benefits that not
Sure.
benefits, but events that I want to go over. And one is actually at East School, and that's on Wednesday, tomorrow. And that's going to start at 9 o'clock, and they hold that event in the auditorium. We want to make sure that all veterans within the community that would like to be there at East School show up, because these kids do a great job of recognizing veterans and their service. And then after the event, they have a little reception with cake and punch. So it's
That's
a good
nice.
opportunity to just interface with the students, and they do just a fantastic job of showing their respect to veterans within Tillamook County.
Well, and I was, like I said, about having the high school choir come. It's nice to kind of have kids be a part of these events so that they understand. I mean, they read about stuff in their books, but, it's still kind of not tangible when you see people that have been in service and as a veteran. That's makes it a little bit more tangible.
And then, we talked about the event at the Air Museum, and Friday, if you're a veteran and you go hungry, that's your fault, because everybody wants to provide a breakfast, like at the Air Museum. I think Denny's is also providing a meal. Is that right, Jim?
Yeah, Denny's will serve a meal, a free meal to the veterans. I guess I should say, since the breakfast at the Air Museum is a fundraiser, that one you'll have to pay for. It's $8 a person.
But it's
for that one.
fundraising for veterans
Right.
services. Yeah,
However, Denny's serves a free
a free meal.
breakfast to veterans on Veterans Day.
Gotcha.
And then at the Swiss Hall, following the event on the 11th, they're going to do a lunch, and that's going to go from 11 to 3, and that's sponsored by the Life Change Christian Fellowship Church. And they've been doing that, I think this is second or third year, Jim. And then, if you're still hungry, show up at Warner Gourmet Meat and Snacks, and they're located at 2807 3rd Street. And they're going to be sponsoring flag raising. They've got a huge flagpole that they just had erected, like over 130 foot tall.
Oh, cool.
This flag is like 60 feet long that's going to be put in place. And so there's going to be refreshments available after that event.
That's at 3, right?
That's at 3. And then Saturday, the 12th, the Elks Lodge does their traditional spaghetti dinner for veterans, and that's at no cost for veterans, and that's going to be at the Elks Lodge from 5 to 7 on Saturday.
Cool. I'm writing all these things down so I can add them to my sheet here for the end.
Okay, great. So, like I said, the community just does a great job of recognizing veterans within the county, and there's a lot of events that if you can't make it to all of them, there's one in there I think you can fit in.
Sure. And you said you are, tell me again what your title is.
I'm the Tillamook County Veteran Service Officer. And,
Officer, that's the
yeah,
word I
and
was
so
looking for.
myself and Diane Nicholas, Diane's the assistant, we help veterans within the community obtain their federal Department of Veterans Affairs benefits. And so, there could be a service-connected disability benefit or a pension benefit, or for those veterans that served during a wartime period and maybe didn't do so well financially, and they need assistance paying for in-home care or, nursing home or retirement center care. There's a benefit for those veterans. So that's most of the work that Diane and I do, are service-connected disability compensation claims and help veterans kind of meander their way through that federal process.
I was going to say, I'm sure it's a government process.
Yeah.
Probably very confusing if you're trying it on your own.
Yeah.
If someone wanted to get a hold of you, how would they do that?
Well, we're located in the basement of the Tillamook County Courthouse. Diane's in room 12. I'm right next door in room 10. So it's the south side of the basement. And our phone number, we share the same phone, and that's 503-842-4358. And so give us a call, set up an appointment, and we'll explain the benefits, and if there are any that apply, we'll work you through the process.
And
have a website too.
oh, do you have a website?
Yeah, we have our traditional email accounts, the county account, which is basically your first initial and then your last name, and then co.tillamook.or.us.
Oh, right, yeah, the US, yeah. Kind of long.
Yeah.
But would you encourage anyone who is a veteran, even if they didn't serve in a war, or would you encourage them to come talk to you, or even if they don't think they need to? Because I feel like there are benefits that may be available to them that they're not aware of, and that's what your job is, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I say one of the best kept secrets of veterans are their benefits, and that's because at least when I separated from the Marine Corps, nobody sat me down and said, "Hey, these benefits are available to you." And so you just kind of find out about them usually by word of mouth, or if you're in a county that has veteran service officers, which Oregon does, not all states do. Then that's the function of that county veteran service officer, is to get the word out and to let you know what those benefits are that you may be entitled to.
Right, and to help you through the process if that's what you decide to do. Because there's no harm in asking,
right.
what's available to me and whatnot. Are you guys involved at all? I know, isn't there a VA or not a veterans group that meets, not outside of the VFW? I feel like the guy's name is Nathan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it like a support group? Do you know what that is?
Well, Nathan was here under the West Care program, and that was a 2-year kind of experiment or study that Rural Veteran Services through the Federal Department of Veterans Affairs wanted to see if they could improve the interface within rural counties. And so Tillamook and then also Umatilla County were selected for this pilot program.
Gotcha.
And that just ended for Nathan in September.
Oh, okay.
And so that was a great function for us, in that Nathan was able to get out in the community and spread the word about, these are the benefits that are available, and these are the people that can help you out. But yeah, that program ended for us in September officially. And we'll see what the VA does.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe they get some good feedback and decide that that's something that's feasible, and they make it a permanent thing. Does the VFW meet? Like, do you guys have, I assume you have meetings about, running events and things like that, but do you have monthly meetings, or how do you guys get together?
Yes, the VFW has monthly meetings.
Yeah, talk a little bit closer to the microphone.
We meet in Bay City. At the community center that's adjacent to City Hall in Bay City. And we meet the third Thursday of each month and have a meeting. As a matter of fact, if you become chartered as a post, one of the requirements of the VFW National is that you hold at least one meeting a month.
Ah, gotcha.
So we are required to hold one meeting a month, which is the third Thursday of each month. And meetings start at 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So after everybody's off of work, or most people are off of work.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. And what do you guys do in those meetings?
Well, we have an agenda that we follow, and there are certain things that we have to cover that are business of them. Like our adjutant reads the minutes of the last meeting, and
there's probably treasurer reports and stuff like that. Yep.
Yes, and all of that stuff. But then. And it's run according to a meeting agenda. So there's old business discussion and new business discussion, and it's during those discussions that we make plans for whatever events we're gonna.
Gotcha. But besides this Veterans Day event, do you do other events?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Bill was on a committee just a couple of weeks ago to dedicate the sign. Oregon has dedicated a lot of their major highways as memorials to veterans. And Highway 101 was for the Gulf War, Afghanistan Iraq veterans. Matter of fact, I think I'll just let Bill explain it to you.
Well, hold on. Can I take a quick break and talk about the co-op, and then you come back and talk about it?
Sure.
Okay. Tillamook is farm country, and nobody serves this farming community better than the co-op. The co-op is actually 3 stores in one. Looking for work clothes, hickory shirts, work boots, rubber boots, rain gear, and gloves? The co-op has it. You'll find fencing, stock tanks, and everything from PVC to culvert pipe in stock. Tillamook Farmers Co-op treats you right. When you stop for fuel, your windows are always washed because they care about their customers. Plus, the co-op has Purina feeds to help your livestock thrive. Offering quality products since 1936, Tillamook Farmers Co-op is there for you. So we're here talking with Phyllis from the Air Museum, and then Jim from the VFW, and Bill from. Are you part of the VA, or are you part of the county?
I'm a county employee,
okay.
And so I have to remind people when they're upset about the federal VA, I don't work for that outfit.
Yeah. I'm just a liaison. So we're just getting ready to talk about the Highway 101 dedication.
Yep. And so on September 11th, we dedicated the sign that's posted, as you're traveling north. Mm-hmm. It's on the east side of the highway. And that's right before the Chamber of Commerce. And so it recognizes our Persian Gulf, Afghan, and Iraq War veterans. And that covers all of Highway 101. And so each county within that route along 101 has at least one sign. Some counties that are a little longer have maybe 2 signs. But anyway, at least one sign in that county on either the east or west side. And they're all located in visible spots, mm-hmm. and they want to make sure that all of our war era veterans are recognized. And so, if you travel up and down I-5, you've probably seen the signs recognizing our Korean War veterans.
Right.
And so, so that was a good event. We were able to get veterans from that era into basically recognize their service to our country during these most recent conflicts.
Very cool. Is it right past Latimer if you're going north, or is it before Latimer Road?
I think it's right before. It's right
like
next
by
to
the golf course?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Jim, I know there was something else you wanted to talk about, and we're almost running out of time here. So do you want to mention this? Is this child care or night out?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually in answer to the question about what
else
things
you guys
VFW
work
does.
on. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What we've started to do just recently, about 3 or 4 months ago, is to provide childcare for veterans, so they can drop the kiddies off and go out and have a
night
date
out.
night, yeah,
yeah.
Or a night out. I guess it didn't have to be a date night, but
well,
a night out. I have to admit, we've done quite a bit of advertising, but we haven't seen a lot of people take advantage of it. So I just had this vision of maybe the young mothers, since it's being sponsored by the VFW and the signs that we have out say, VFW childcare, that these women are having visions of some grizzled old World War II veterans taking their kids and teaching them how to chew tobacco and spit. So.
Well, is that the image you're putting out there?
So I just want to let everybody know that we have a couple of wonderful matronly grandmothers who are in charge of the child care with grandmother laps for the younger kids.
Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah, rest assured.
So it's the first Friday of every month from 6 to 10 at Ocean Breeze?
Yes. Ocean Breeze
Baptist Church.
Yeah. On Henley Avenue, I think.
Nielsen,
I'm sorry.
Road?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Nielsen.
It's that you got to go Tillamook River Road, I think.
Right.
And take that little, behind Les Schwab.
Tappa.
The barn.
Yeah. Past the barn.
As I was reading this and you were talking, I thought, okay, well, the first Friday of this month is obviously past, but the next Friday is it would be the first Friday of December, which would be a great time to drop the kids off and go Christmas shopping. Oh. Yeah. So if you're listening and you're not sure how you're going to get your Christmas shopping done, drop the kids off, and it's free for veterans, right?
Yes.
That's veteran families.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, we need to get contact information and that kind of stuff.
I'm sure there's some type of form you have to fill out.
Right. So if you're interested, you can again call my phone number 503-300-0019, and we can get that taken care of before. However, we'll have the paperwork there.
Yeah. And it sounds like fun. You wrote things out here that they'll be doing: board games and puzzles, always my favorite, reading, movies, air hockey, foosball tables, snacks. I mean, it's not like the kids are just sitting in a room left to their own devices.
Yes.
Lots of entertainment and, like you said, some lovable laps to sit on.
Bay City, the Bay City Baptist Church is also a school.
No, Ocean Breeze.
I'm sorry.
The Ocean Breeze, yes, they
Baptist
are a school.
Church
Yeah.
are a school. So they have a hallway that is like kind of a recreational
cool.
hallway.
Yeah.
So, and it's there where the games and activities are.
And so the kids can pick out something to do and
Yes.
work on, read, do
There's
a puzzle or
also
games.
a nursery,
Oh, nice.
a functioning nursery.
Yeah, because
for
it
the
says
younger-
6 months to 12 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's nice, even if you have a baby. And yeah. So, again, though, this is for veteran families.
Yes.
Right. We should clarify that. We have about 1 minute left. Is there anything else? I have a recap of what's going on to read here in a second. So is there anything else we want to talk about real quick? No? Yes?
They hand me the microphone.
Hurry up. Quick, Phyllis.
Okay.
Make it a quick one.
Quick. Yeah, we're just honored to be a part of this, and like I've always told Jim and the rest of them, that as long as I'm there, then they have a
Nice.
place to be there. So,
Yeah.
but come join us for the breakfast, 7:30 to 10:30 in the morning. My staff is excited about getting that together. And if you haven't been out to the Air Museum, there's a lot of changes, so come out and see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SOS
Yeah. Oh, on our menu. Yeah. Jim wants me to mention the menu. So country gravy, toast, eggs, and bacon. Don't miss out.
The best kind.
That's right.
And we should say the Tillamook County Transportation District and Denny's are co-sponsors of this event,
Yes.
right? I
Yes, they are.
noticed that earlier and I meant to mention it and I forgot. So, great. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to have on a mystery guest. So that'll be fun. I'm not sure who it is. Don't forget senior meals noon every weekday at the Kiowanda Community Center in Pacific City, as well as the Tillamook Senior Center at 4th and Stillwell. Cost is $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. And as we mentioned, here's the recap of Friday of all the veteran activities. The VFW Post, and is it Post and Auxiliary? Is that what you guys call yourself? Yeah, Post and Auxiliary 2848 presents the 20th annual Veterans Day celebration at the Tillamook Air Museum. Program starts at 11:30. There's a fundraiser breakfast at the Air Base, or I'm sorry, 11 o'clock. Thank you. The fundraiser breakfast is going to be held at the Air Base Cafe from 7:30 to 10:30. The Tillamook County Transportation District is offering a free shuttle to the event. You can catch the free shuttle from the Transit Visitor Center to the Air Museum at 9:30 or 10:15. And then the Swiss Hall is holding a lunch from 11 to 3 for veterans. There's a flag raising at Werner's Meat at 3 o'clock. That's at 2807 3rd Street. And then Wednesday, tomorrow at East School, there's a veterans event at 9 o'clock. They're encouraging any veterans to show up. And then on Saturday, there's an Elks dinner. These are all my notes that I wrote while we were talking. So I'm like, wait, what was it? There's an Elks dinner, right? From 5 to 7 at the Elks Lodge. And then, shifting gears, it's holiday bazaar time. So Friday and Saturday, the Eagles are hosting their holiday craft and bake sale. Friday from 10 to 4 and Saturday from 10 to 3. Lunch is served on both days. There's table rentals available for $25 for both days. To reserve your spot, call Sherry at 801-1476. Also, on Friday and Saturday, the Fairgrounds is hosting a holiday fair and bazaar. Friday from noon to 7, Saturday from 10 to 5, free admission, free parking, and there are over 70 vendors to visit. And then on Saturday, help support Manzanita businesses by attending the Manzanita Cash Mob. The event kicks off at the Visitor Center at 11 a.m. and runs until 4 p.m. They ask that if you attend the Cash Mob that you spend a minimum of $25, but that could be on anything, food, gifts, something for your home. And that night, there's also a great music benefit being held at the Lighthouse for Manzanita tornado relief. Happy birthday to Chris Keola, Jennifer Carbaugh, and Danielle Hurd. Thank you all for coming in. This was lovely to talk to. if you are a veteran and you're listening, and you can go out on Friday to the Air Museum at 11, or go earlier and get breakfast.
And if you want to stay, it's free admissions to all veterans for that
Oh,
day.
nice. Very nice. So the Air Museum has free admission. I'll make sure I put that in there for tomorrow. All right. Thank you all for coming in, and thank you, Tillamook, for listening.